What's up, guys? Welcome back to A Trucker's Life. I'm Jorge Navarro. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you've already been subscribed, welcome back, guys. And yeah, here we are doing a domestic load, this time headed up to the Midland, Odessa area, the heart of the oil field. Everybody that's in the oil field, everybody that's suffering through all these layoffs and all this craziness, keep your hopes up. There's always something else. I know it's hard for me to say something like this. I know it's harsh kind of to me to say something like this, but I was once in the oil field and I found something else, chemicals that is good, that has been something that's been steady. Not as great money as oil field, of course, but it's been steady enough for me to take care of my family. And everything that's made, everything that you put in your mouth is got chemicals in it. So it's something that's always gonna be, you know, something that's we're always gonna need. So right here outside of San Antonio, first little rest area, the beginning of the hills is right there. Well, actually behind us was the first one, but this is the beginning of the real hills. And from here on for a while, there's gonna be a lot of up and down. So I'm putting the GoPro on right here, guys, so you guys can kind of enjoy a little bit of the ride. And so that's what's happening today. A big shout out to Wolfrider 750 Trucking. Go check out his channel, guys. Link will be in the description. I had an amazing conversation with him. Chris 806 Driver, go check out his channel too. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe. Chris kind of turned me on to this guy because Chris is he really likes a lot of flatbedding stuff. Shout out to all my tankers going by. I'm just missing y'all, man. All my tankers, of course, everybody else. That was Martin Transport, matter of fact, where I started my chemical, career. But anyways, so Chris kind of turned me on to this to this guy, and we had an amazing conversation yesterday. And Wolfrider 750 Trucking, go subscribe. And we have so many things in common. Our age is almost exactly alike, you know, and we have a lot of interests that are also in common. So just the friendships that you end up coming up with out here is amazing, something that I've loved. And I know I've been doing a lot of messing up lately, guys. The past few videos have been nothing but mess ups, and trust me, I'll shout out to our milk people right there too, milk hauler, and our fuel haulers, the Love's truck stop. You know, that's where we stop at all the time. But anyways, as I was saying, I know I've been messing up a lot lately. Trust me, I triple, quadruple, and I don't know how many times I checked my paperwork against this trailer number to make sure I had the right trailer number this time, because this is a product that could do something if it was mixed with something else. And which is still not an excuse. Every other product that I have is always, the trailer should always be checked, right? So I mean, that's something I messed up on. So I checked it, guys. I came outside, I looked at the paperwork, put the paperwork next to the trailer number, and I make sure that I have the correct trailer. Yes, I know that, like I said, I've been doing a lot of mess ups. And you guys, thank you guys for those of you that catch my mistakes, because this is what kind of this is about, is to show the imperfections of myself and to figure out what you need to do to fix, if you're a driver, what you need to do to change your habits, and use me as a learning experience, as like a little tool, well, kind of big tool, but you know what I mean. Use me as a tool to find my imperfections. And guys, I don't get upset when you guys point these things out. Point them out and list them on you know, on your comments and stuff like that. I really enjoy reading them. And trust me, the video where I was in the port, I afterwards, which I actually did use a pin to touch the button to open up the gate there. So I didn't really use the gloves at all. I mean, I had them on. But yeah, if I had touched that and then I touched everything else in my truck, of course, shout out to Martin Transport again, another one. Of course, it would have, there was no point in having the gloves. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the road, get up there to Odessa. Hopefully I unload in time to make it back, because I'm running low on time. So I gotta go. I'm running real low on time. Gonna make it up there, deliver tomorrow, and then head back home and hopefully be off for the weekend. So let's ride, guys. Morning, guys. Well, it's morning for me, not for you guys watching the whole video. But made it here to Midland, Odessa, and this is when you find out how bad the oil and gas industry, or the oil industry, is kind of hitting rock bottom. Because I was kind of worried to come here to a truck stop. I got here like around 10 o'clock last night, and when I got here, it was the shock. Well, it was two things. One, I didn't see, when you're coming into this area, you always see flares going off, and you see derricks from from drills or oil rigs or whatever. There was none of that. And when I got to the truck stop, there was a lot of spots here. And used to, when I would come up here, it's been a while since I've been here, probably almost a year. And used to, it was full of frac trucks and oil trucks, and there was really nowhere to park. But when I got here last night, there was actually like 6 or 7 spots. At 10 o'clock, usually it's plumb full at these places. But yeah, things are not looking good. I'm going to talk about that here a little bit later. I'm going to go deliver this load, so I'm going to throw you guys back on the GoPro, get to destination, unload the load, and then find a place to stop. And I will talk to you guys why I personally would never advise anybody to work for the oil industry. So without further ado, let's go deliver this load, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. We just got here. We're gonna get offloaded, and hopefully everything goes without a hitch. People here seem to be really, really cool. I'm gonna go hook up, go out there, unload, and then get back on the road. The direction of this vlog, the way it's gonna go, opposed to how I wanted it to go, might change a little bit because the wind just picked up. They're supposed to be having up to 35-mile-an-hour winds out here today. So, and they just picked up. I guess I should have done what I needed to do before I got here, but hey, this is how it is. This is how it happens. So hopefully I can finish off the vlog how I wanted to, but if not, then we'll figure out another way. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish off loading, and then we're gonna continue and see what we come up with here in a little bit. Alright guys, so what I wanted to talk to you guys is about the oil industry, the crude oil industry in particular. And yes, everything that we do, hauling chemicals and stuff like that, is tied into the oil industry one way or another. And this is by no stretch of the imagination any type of political thing, because we know we don't do political on this channel, because I don't really care. But anyways, what this is really what it really comes to is that a lot of people get involved in the oil industry, and what I don't like about this industry is that you work your butt off. Well, first of all, you work your butt off, but you do make great money. I mean, exceptional money. You make I mean, you go from whatever you're making at a normal truck driving job, and you can double, triple, and quadruple even the pay when it comes to the oil industry. And the problem is that this industry really doesn't care about anybody except for themselves. And I know a lot of you guys might be defending them or what have you, and but at the end of the day, they're like a business. They're a business, and they got to take care of themselves. But the oil business in particular is very harsh to a lot of people. And I particularly, I mean, I know people that I know, blah, blah, and I know people that have really suffered due to this industry, and myself too. Because guys, when I first started my tanking, my whole tanking career, I was actually a crude oil hauler. I hauled crude oil for 3 years for Martin Transport, and I made an exceptional amount of money. What I do appreciate Martin for is that Martin didn't pay us as much as everybody else that was around us. At the time, I didn't appreciate that, but now that I think about it, I do, because it kind of helped me stay grounded where I could get a little better things, but not the great amount of things that a lot of people were getting. Because a lot of people, I would run into guys at where we unloaded, and they were buying houses and boats and jet skis and side by sides. I mean, they were buying all kinds of things, kind of like with this guy right here. I'ma run it every time. Give me mine. Going up, need no decline. Money line. I'ma run it every time. Give me. Ooh. Yeah, you see, that's the guy that was making all that big money, and that's exactly how it feels. It's like hitting a solid wall of rock, and that's how it feels when it comes to your way of living. And that's how it kind of was for me too. Now, like I said, I wasn't making the great huge amounts of money, but I was home every day, and I was making $100,000 a year. $100,000 a year was exceptional for me, at least, because I had gone from a $60,000 or less a year up to $100,000. Man, a lot of things changed for me. But when it hit that wall, I had to find something. I had to find something that was kind of, I had to find something that was going to be sustainable. And I was tired of just hearing stories that, man, we're doing great, we're making all this money. Bam, you hit that wall, and it's over. And I didn't want to do that no more. I didn't want to deal with that anymore. So that's why I got into the chemical industry, guys. Because one thing you have to really understand, that, like I said at the beginning of this video, everything that basically you touch has had chemicals, is made with chemicals, or deals with chemicals, period. Even the things that you eat. Yes, because I actually do haul a product named Rotamint. Rotamint is a product that they feed chickens and horses, and I mean, not horses, we don't eat horses. I don't know why I said that, and cows and stuff like that. And so it's a chemical that we haul. This is all part of this industry. So in order for me to make a sustainable amount of money, I mean, the money that I needed, kind of like close to what I was making at Martin, this was a perfect fit for me. And I really like doing tankers and stuff like that. Didn't want to go back to dry vans. Just a headache on a lot of the way where you guys go and where you guys unload is just, I'd already done that. So a lot of times when I do something and I leave that industry completely, I never go back. That's me. That's how I've always been. But the chemical industry for me gave me an opportunity to get this truck. And yes, guys, this is a lease truck. It's not my truck. I didn't buy it from a bank. I am leasing it, not from the company that I work for, but I'm leasing it from a leasing company. So it works a little bit different. Works quite a bit different than most leasing companies from companies if you're buying the truck from the company. So this is a little different, but that's for another story. So it gave me this opportunity to do this. It gave me the opportunity to continue to kind of make my own schedule and live a little more of a comfortable life. And it's been great. So do I advise you guys to get in the oil industry? You know what? One time to go try it out, to get it out of your head, Yes. But to continue in this industry, no, definitely not. Because when all this is starting off, and when you're making all this money, like I was saying, you're getting and you're buying all these awesome things, and then all of a sudden you can't afford that stuff. And it's funny because that DOT officer that pulled me into the scale the other day, we were talking about the first time he DOT'd me, we were talking about that he wanted to buy a boat, and that the price of oil, that was like 3 years ago, had kind of fallen out again, and he was waiting for guys from the oil industry to start putting their stuff up for sale. And I mean, it's kind of like those are the things that a lot of people wait for, and I've never done that personally myself, but a lot of people wait for the oil industry to crash. And if you're waiting to get a side-by-side, a four-wheeler, a boat, any recreational toy, nice trucks, unfortunately that's the time to start looking for it, because when the bottom falls out, then everybody's selling all their toys to survive. So no, I would not advise for anybody to just stay in this industry. And guys, just looking at this place today, it's dead. There's not much going on. Usually, I mean, y'all have heard trucks go by here a couple times already, but usually it would be like just solid trucks going back and forth, and the truck stops would be jam-packed. It was just a madhouse. Midland, Odessa is like the epicenter of the oil industry for Texas when it comes to drilling. When it comes to refining and all that, well, that would be the Houston area, LaPorte, Pasadena, Houston, even Beaumont. So just seeing this like it is right now, it's sad. It's very sad, because I know I've been there. And the place that I unloaded, Adrian, shout out to Adrian, man. Adrian's a cool dude. You know, I was talking to him about this stuff too, and the same thing, you know. He's locally, see, that's the thing, if you're local from here, you kind of can survive. But if you come from another place, which a lot of people do, to try to survive here, then it's hard, because once you hit that wall, then that's it. You're like pretty much done. Like, where do I go now? And everything's so expensive here. What was it, yesterday? Just to put it in perspective a little bit, yesterday I bought 2 bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits. Yeah, I'm a fat butt. I like to eat my bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits for breakfast. I bought 2 yesterday, and it was like 6 something, right? $6.50, somewhere around there. I wish I had the receipt, but I don't have it anymore. And then today here, I bought the exact same thing, and it was almost $10. So the difference in price from a couple hundred miles, just because we are here in the epicenter of the oil industry, everything's so expensive. Cost of living is super expensive here. Cars are, I mean, everything that you can think of is going to be more expensive here. So is it really worth it? Are you really making all that crazy money? Like I said, if you're local here, it is kind of worth it. But if you're not, don't even get involved in it. I really wouldn't get even involved in it. So just a little bit of advice, guys. Take everything that I say with a grain of salt, because as you guys have seen in the last few videos, I am definitely not perfect at all. Not even a minute amount. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. A little bit of different things. A little bit of different camera positionings, a drone flight, and a little bit of comedy. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this whole video, guys. Again, like always, thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget to be kind to one another. Help anybody that needs help. Anybody contemplating suicide, 1-800-273-8255. Military men and women, please do not do it. If you're thinking about it, seek help. Not just military men and women, anybody that is seeking, that is thinking about doing it, seek help. There is help out there. And if it's not this 1-800 number, there are people that can actually try to help you and get you through this. With that being said, guys, military men and women, thank you so much for your service and for giving me the freedoms to be able to make and bring these stories to you. Peace. I'm out of here.